Okay, so here we go. This is what's happening. First wave of blackouts started. That would be yesterday, social media. Second wave, internet and phone blackouts. Third wave, mainstream media. 45 is insulated and safe. Over 100,000 arrests have taken place so far today. That's yesterday. EBS eminent, maybe tomorrow, not confirmed yet. God bless. That would be from my friends, Special Q Forces, and of course, promoted by Whiplash. I love you, Whiplash. You're great. Okay, let's take a good look at this again so you can understand what's going on. Here we go. One of my sources for first wave blackout started. That's yesterday. Second wave, internet, phone. Third wave, mainstream media. Fourth, and then 45 is insulated. Okay, you got it? You guys are on and on top of it. Okay? Yes, and yes, and yes. Yes, and yes, and yes. Okay, let's keep going. If you are on Telegram, I wouldn't have to do this. And you need to join Rumble and BitChute, okay? This is from my friend Tracy Jaco, Mike Jaco's wife. This is for you to share as you like. Thank you for coming on today. You're so good at what you do. I really enjoy your style. Have a good night, TJ, Tracy Jaco. Love ya. Love, love, love ya. That was the video I did with Mike. It's got a ton of views. We have this from a friend of mine. Police sheriff's presence in 3 different counties and Virginia, state police in Northern Virginia. They were heading towards this Virginia dairy farm that housed Army spies and now a winery called Vint Hill in Warrenton, Virginia. Also, I work for T-Mobile emails. I can see right through their crap, please. Thank you for my donation. I'm not saying who it is. I wanted to know about that. Not sure where they're going, but this makes all sense. Quote, love her. Thank you. Of course, it's a girl, more intel. And we have this, Google, Facebook, and Twitter is next. Yep, it's all good. And look, 104K. Those are the ones that are yeah. And we have drops from Mr. McGaffey. Okay. And shall we play a game? It shows. Okay. So we have also all of this other stuff that you need to see. We have all of these lines of all the blackouts to all the world. You can take a look at them. Yes. And yeah, let's go up, 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 up. We covered this for Floridians. Politicians in the city of Gainesville were attempting to violate Florida's ban on passports by mandating and all Gainesville public employees in New York, many of them, thousands of them lost their jobs. Okay. Even though first responders worked to their infection, Gainesville was set to fire them. Yep. And political power grab did not fly with Governor DeSantis. He stepped to protect Floridians from a government overreach that threatened the jobs and livelihoods of oppressive, nonsensical mandates. On Friday, the city of Gainesville reversed their illegal mandate in a massive victory of jobs on first responders for individual freedom. Pray for his wife, the beautiful Casey DeSantis. She's absolutely gorgeous, like a supermodel, and she's really sweet. Governor DeSantis will always be committed to protecting the rights and freedoms of Floridians. He will continue pursuing more victories for liberty. Thank you for continued support, Team DeSantis. There you go. And yeah, it's so much stuff going on. There is so much stuff. We covered this. Tennessee Senator, serious charge, FBI raid. Yeah. So let's go down. This is just jam-packed of intel. All my intel drops, I drop on here so you can catch on to everything that's going on. So yeah. We have Facebook connectivity issue. There is a networking error that's affecting many websites, including Facebook. This is an issue receiving comments and going live on Facebook destinations. We're investigating. Yeah, there we go. That's what they put out. So I'm just repeating what they put out. Those are some of the companies that went down, the big ones. And shall we play a game? The final chapter, Red October. Guess who's back? 222. The world is mine. 17, 17, 17. Worldwide. Coincidence, waves, tsunami, define, blackmail, expand your thinking. One person's better above another. Chain of custody, chain of command. Everything has meaning. Turn up your speakers. Listen carefully. Where's the hunt? Boom, boom, boom. That is not ready. No such agency. This shows, the band. Yeah. You've been warned, Rainmaker en route, for God and country, for humanity. No coincidence, it says the time has come. We are the storm, and we want you. Yep. Blackout comms, define the logic, define future, define past. Together we stand, not divided. Together we fight. Dark to light. There we go. Yeah, it's just a juicy. Now we come to the really interesting stuff. Okay, we have the Paris protests are an arrow to the Achilles heel of the deep state. And of course, the stock market is going to crash. But who owns the stock market? And so, with a little history here, we have to know, what's going on. So, in 1975, Jack Whitman, in the Lima Agreement, he sold Australia to the United Nations. Here's for all the Aussies out there. Why Australia listed on the New York Stock Exchange? Because basically, when I said a long time ago, a few weeks ago, that Australia and Canada and some of the other places, New Zealand and the Pacific, out there, that area of Asia, the South Pacific, are going to be ruled by the U.S. is because of Trump's Executive Order 13818, corruption seizure. So, yep, those places will be under the United States. That's how I know. Canada too, Australia, and yes, and Pfizer and Australia are listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and it's going down. Okay. Yep, we have War 3 scenario, and you'll have sirens screaming out that there's going to be a nuclear attack. Meanwhile, China has stopped Hong Kong from trading their stocks. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the Space Force. Okay, and so when they do these sirens, that's when they're going to take down the 34 Illuminati buildings. That would include Buckingham Palace, allegedly for sale for $8 billion. The Vatican completely broke and drained out. Also, we have the Three Gorges Dams. That's pretty much not operational. We have the White House in the U.S. and D.C. We have the CERN building where all the clowns have fled. You notice that the clowns aren't hardly mentioned these days. It's mostly the fibs, the FBI. Yeah, there we go. So that's what's going on. So we have Project Odin to come into play. Yeah, the Playboy Mansion, part of the 34 Illuminati buildings, the Getty Museum, which is nuclear proof, as you know. And on the 15th, they're going to try to push Nasara and Jassara. And of course, Iraqi dinar was put on already. Yeah. Are we going to have martial law? That's the question. Broadcast on TV and messages. There we go. And I'll go through all the companies that were out yesterday. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, both owned by Facebook. He lost $7 billion. Amazon, Cricket, Google, Snapchat, AT&T, Verizon, Spectrum, T-Mobile, Twitter, Google, Apple, and many more. Okay, so that's what's really going on.